So in this video, we are going to be looking at our summer transfers, seeing if the business we have done has made the team stronger or weaker, having a look at our Champions League group because we've been drawn straight into the group stage, so there was no qualifying for us, and also having a look how the league campaign has gone, because in the last video we looked at after 10 games, we were in 7th place, and as a team expected to finish in the top 4 this season, we needed to push on. This is just an intro, you better believe it. Jesus, that was bad. Yep, welcome to the series. So welcome to this episode. My name is Paul, also known as Northman. Thank you for joining me, and if you are enjoying the series, make sure you do drop into the comments and let me know your views on it. So I want to start on Salty, one of our youngsters. I'm over the moon with how he's developing. Absolutely shocked with how he's developing. Been with us for nearly 2 seasons now. Came in 2032 intake, and which happens before the season starts, and he's still with us now. Still only 16 years old, turns 17 before the end of the season. Is still on a youth contract. That just means I can actually use him in some games because we are maxed out with 25 contracted players. One of the issues with playing in Norway is the registration rules really do hamper a build a nation idea, unfortunately. But he's developing nicely. He can play 5 games for us as a youth contracted player this season. He's still playing for our youth team. I like him. I think he's a very, very good looking defender, and a 6'6" could be an absolute rock and could be quite important for us going into the end of the season. Mainly due to the fact that we've lost a few players. Now, we've only brought in one signing over the summer. Doesn't sound like me, does it? But only one signing has joined us this summer, and it is a young Israeli called Dudu Shitrit. I feel like we nailed it on that name. He looks really talented, comes in from Maccabi Haifa. We picked him up for 775k. Again, my scouts finding absolute gems, and he does look really, really talented. So we'll see how he can develop here at the club. Now we looked at our outs. There's a lot of outs. Now, one of the media interviews said that the large turnover of players over the last few years. And I agree, we have had a massive turnover, but it's mainly due to the fact that players kick off and want to leave when they're not in the first team. So let's have a look at the outs, shall we? So the first player who left us was Sorta. He's gone for 2.6 million to Palermo. It was disappointing, 102 appearances in the league for the club, but he wasn't a first choice, and he didn't like that. So he's ended up leaving to Palermo. Svendmark, one of our academy players, went on a free to go ahead. I actually didn't want to let him go, especially on a free, but he was complaining he wanted first team football. 17 years old, now playing for the reserves in Holland. So, you know. Polder has gone to Sotra. They came in with an offer. I said you could have them for free. It's a Norwegian club again. Whenever Norwegian clubs come in for my players, I will try to give them for very cheap if I don't desperately need that player anymore. A prime example here is Geiger, the German who we brought in. I ended up just letting him go for free to Valerenga, and they don't think they could really afford to sign him. So, and he wasn't in our first team, might develop into a first team player for them. Bergeson's gone on loan within the league as well. He's gone on loan to Vad Haugesund, so we do wish him well. Now we have the big sale. Lasco has gone to Tottenham for 7.5 million plus 50% of next sale. I didn't want to sell him. I really didn't want to sell him. But 7.5 million plus 50% we couldn't turn down. Plus the fact that we had an agreement with him, we'd sell him if a bid of 7 million came in. It's sad that he's gone because he is an absolutely insanely talented player, but it's money well earned. And the next player is Smith, one of our youngsters, was picked. This was a bit upsetting because I actually had eyes to slowly bed him in. 16 years old. He's gone to Real Sociedad on a free. We don't get any compensation if clubs come in and steal our youngsters on youth contracts, which is a bit upsetting. This was a bit frustrating because I actually moved Jens Aros into our first team for the rest of the season. Then Yev came in and asked if they could have him on loan as a key player. And at that point you think, well, hang on, he might play a couple of games off the bench for me. If he goes off and plays 10 league games for the rest of the season. I think it might help him develop just a little bit more. So we wish him well. Going on to Nestrup, he has left us. This was upsetting because he's actually a very talented player. He's only 21, but he wasn't happy with the lack of football, and I can't guarantee him first team football ahead of the Serbian, and Knapskog also was ahead of him. So we saw him for 1.5 million plus 50% of next sale. So let's just see how it goes. We might end up getting another 5-6 million for him if he moves on after that. And finally, another sale I really didn't want to make. But when Brentford came in the first time at the start of the summer, I rejected it. He really did kick off by that. So Damani, the young Algerian defender, he has gone for 2.5 million. It's only 1.5 up front, but we do have 50% next sale as well in there. So we'll keep an eye on him. We might end up cashing in on that sale quickly, I'm not sure. But yeah, deals which I didn't want to make. When you think Glasgow's gone, Damani, who could have been a good first team player, Nestrup, who's a good rotation, have all left us. But sometimes them transfers have to happen. So in terms of how our team is, I would say it's weaker defensively. I would. One thing I have done is Lalo, who unfortunately has picked up an injury, he's just coming back from it now. He is going to move in and become first choice central defender now. 18 years old. He is listed for loan at the minute, so let's just go into him and remove that. And transfer loan stays unavailable for loan. So let's just do that because he just come back from injury now. We have a game today he's not going to be fit for, but after that he will be back. And him and Orion Olsen will be our first choice centre backs for the rest of the season. He's still really, really good. He's still only 20 years old. I do have faith he could be a very solid central defender. So him alongside 6'6" Lalo. I am happy with that defence. I just think Lalo needed maybe another year in our youth team. But let's see how he develops. I mean, our team's still fairly strong. Hansen in goal, Bastions, Olsen, Jürgensen today, for example, Basic, Hegset, Brunn, Durish, Snowen, Pinker and Samare. I am still pleased with that team. Snowen hasn't developed how I'd hoped he would. He's still only 19, might still push on, but 5 goals in 43 league games so far in his career for me. Only 6 assists last season, only 1 assist this season. That's a bit concerning. That is a bit concerning. But let's look at how the league has gone since you were last with us, and it's gone really well. So we beat Graroo 2-1 before a very successful month of July, beating Odds 1-0, Sogndal 4-3, Valerenga 3-2, a draw away in Molde before beating Tromsø 4-1. Then we've just beat Rosenborg 2-1, Brann 1-0, Kongsvinger 2-0. And the last game before I saved the game last night, and we lost to Chelsea 2-1. Of course that would always happen, but we've gone from 7th place after 10 games to top of the league after 20. 42 points, and we're looking very, very solid, to be honest with you. Now, today we're coming up against Berdeglimt, and we are doing a live com for this. It's a tough game. I really would have preferred an easier game today, but that's the way it goes. Now, in terms of our Champions League games, shall we just okay, well, let's remove all of this except for the Champions League. So you can see we've got. So we're going to start away to Lyon, Vitesse at home, Dortmund away, Barcelona's coming to the SR Arena in Stavanger, Red Bull Salzburg at home. It says that's going to be at our stadium. I don't think it would be, but we can see. Sparta Prague away, and then after the winter break we've got Milan at home and Napoli away. I think it's going to be a tough Champions League run. If we can pick up some points, I'll be happy, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so Berdeglimt at home. Like I say, I think it's going to be a very difficult game. Some players are just not fit and ready for today's game. Lalo being one of them, only 87% fit. I'm not taking the chance. We've got a very, very tough game here. A victory would see us 6 points clear of Berdeglimt. They would still have a game in hand. Defeat would see them go joint with us and have a game in hand. Our new young Israeli striker is on the bench. Might get him some game time today. I did see someone complain that some comments on one video because that guy had signed a Russian player. People were kicking off. This is a football manager game, okay? So if you have an issue with me picking up a young Israeli striker, go and watch someone else because it's a fun game. My scouts found that player. I signed him. End of conversation in terms of that. So let's go. Come on. 10 minutes in. Nothing's happening. Let's just have an encouragement. Another sellout, by the way. We are selling out every single match. Free kick for Berglimt. It is saved by the keeper and then cleared away. They do manage to get it back in, but always a free kick. It is another free kick, but this one's in a difficult position. Vettelson with the free kick. I knew it was going to happen. As soon as the highlight shows one free kick, which then ends up in another free kick, you just know they are going to get a goal from that free kick. You just know. Oh, I think, yeah, they will go top as well because they have better goal difference than us. Right, Basic with the corner. He's going to play it short. So he goes short to Durish. He whips it in. First, oh, what a set-piece manoeuvre. Olsen at the back post. A short corner to Basic, who then whips it in with his left foot. Was it first time? It was first time. Oh, what a set-piece move that is to make it Egerson 1, Berglimt 1. I am just going to touchdown shouts. I'm going to praise Basic and I'm going to praise Olsen for that set-piece move. Great whipped cross in and great header from Olsen. 1-1. Right, come on. Carboni goes past a couple of our men. Can we maybe tackle him? We do. Okay, come on, Samare. Over the top. I think Pinker was offside, but he is in. I think he was offside, but he's in. It's 2-1. I think he was offside. I'm gonna praise him because at the minute it looks like it is being given. Oh, he was onside. What a move that was. So we go 2-1 up here and we will go 6 points clear of Berglimt. Now they do, like I say, have a game in hand. But as you can see, we will be 9 points clear of Olsen. They also have a game in hand. But at the minute, we're looking good. After 10 games, I did panic a lot that we wouldn't make it in the top 4. We were maybe going to miss out on Europe. We were looking so sporadic in our games. We just didn't look solid. But we're looking good here. We are looking good here. How appealing 6.4 for Jurgensen. Oof. See, we do have Hegseth who can play central defence. We also have our young 16-year-old. I wonder if what we can do is we can just give a individual shout to Jurgensen. You've not been good enough so far. Okay, come on. We've done the team one. We've now just gave Jurgensen that kick up the backside as well. He wants to be playing more games. He wants to be involved in the team more. Oh, we've got a goal. We've got a goal. They couldn't get it cleared. From another set piece, it looks like they've just ricocheted it straight into Brunn, which has made it Egerson's 3, Berglimt 1. Let's see this here. So Pinker with the free kick. Sorry, with the corner. Olsen with the header. They try to clear it and Brunn just jumps in there and tucks it away. We go 3-1 up here against Berglimt at home. Second half now. We have a highlight here. Pinker driving forward into their half. Down the right hand side. Right foot across. No, he does cut back across. Ball in. Oh, we go 4-1. Samare with the header. It looks like it maybe just basically ricocheted off him. But it's now Egerson 4, Berglimt 1. And this is how we've been in this last 10 games in the league. We steamroll teams for periods of the game. Pinker then just goes around a few people. Brunn with the header and just bounces off Samare. And he tucks it away for his 20th goal in all competitions this season. He's having another very solid season for us as our main striker. In the end of season review, we will go through a few of these players, just look how they are developing and just get to know them a little bit more. Bastions, for example, who has been playing left back now for over a season. As we go 5-1, Samare with his second of the game. And at 5-1, I think Salter can come on in that central defence position. Definitely going to help our goal difference as well. And Werder Glimt's goal difference now is also the exact same as ours, where it was quite a few goals ahead of us. Now, Bastions now. We're on the 65th minute. Snowing. Oh, almost makes it 6. So I think for the final 20 minutes, I think we will give some game time to our young Israeli striker. We are going to bring one as an inside forward on the left wing. We do also have Saka Larson, who we can bring on up top, but I would like to leave Samari on and see if he can get a hat-trick. Bastions. Throws it to Durish. Bastions again now, coming inside. He has a chance to shoot here. He does, it just goes over the bar though. Not the best. And that is full time. Absolutely nothing happened after that. But we managed to secure a 5-1 victory over Werder Glimt. We got some more football for the young 16-year-old centre-back who, like I said, do think could become first choice centre-back. No question about it. But I'm going to go into the press conference. I'm going to have to leave you. The media is waiting. So I want to thank you for watching. I've been Paul, also known as Northman. In the next episode, it'll be the end of the season. And hopefully we'll be looking good in the Champions League. Hopefully we can hold on and become league champions for the second year in a row. And hopefully we have some news about our new stadium. I'll see you next time.